Hello, today is September the 5th, 2020. We are now 173 days into 15 days to flatten the curve. And here are my thoughts for the week. The CDC just came out with a bunch of numbers, and I believe it was something like 180,000 maybe who they say have died of the COVID-19. And out of these numbers, over 9,000 people who died of COVID. In that, of the other 94%, the people who died of the COVID-19 had comorbidities, 2 or more. So if you're healthy, the chances of you dying of this disease are very, very low. When you compare the death rate and how people die in the United States from various causes, 9,000 out of 320 million is quite a low number. So some people ask me, am I afraid of the coronavirus? Do I fear it? And the answer is no, because in the beginning, when we went into 15 days to flatten the curve, we were told this: we need to all lock down in our houses and flatten the curve because we're at risk of over 2 million people dying of the coronavirus. So after a couple of weeks, I began to see how people behaved, and I looked around and I said, this is not normal. So, do I fear the coronavirus? No, I do not fear. But I would like to give you a short list of things that I do fear in relation to the coronavirus. I fear the fearful, those who are so afraid of this virus that they're just acting crazy. They're so paralyzed by this fear of this virus that the way they behave toward others and the way they act is just not normal. So I fear those who are fearful of the virus. Another thing I fear is the politicians who wish to exploit this virus. Okay, we're going into 6 months now, and we still have, in greater or lesser degrees, lockdowns, if you think about it. We have people in masks, driving in masks in their cars. Nobody's in the car with them. They're so afraid of breathing the air in their car. And we have politicians who are stoking the fear, leaving businesses locked down, leaving theaters locked down, targeting people who don't follow the lockdowns. It's crazy. So I fear the politicians who are exploiting this virus. I fear the lack of courage of many Americans who don't want to go on and try to live a normal life and just live. We need to live. We need to enjoy life and stop living in fear. Another thing I fear is, why isn't other people besides me asking questions by now? Why are we not asking questions? Why are we doing this? Why are we continuing to live like this? Why aren't we ready to move on at this point? I don't know. I fear the Facebook fact checkers and people who wish to delete information of doctors and people who have come forward and talked about things that aren't adding up with the way this situation has been handled. YouTube has deleted thousands upon thousands of videos of anyone who questions the narrative of the media. Do you really think that the media, who brought us the Russian hoax for 3 years, is telling us the truth? Do you really think they're telling us the truth and giving us all the facts? So, in closing, no, I don't fear the virus, but I do fear the behaviors of the politicians and the people who are fearful of this virus and the way they're behaving. We need to go on and live as free people in our country and just enjoy our lives and enjoy other people and not be afraid of everybody.